2025 UPSL fall regular season ends tonight on a beautiful night, and here in Columbia, Maryland, there will be some scoreboard watching as one team looks to clinch a playoff spot while the other is strictly just playing for pride. It's Hybrid Football Club hosting Chiefs United right here on DMV Sports Media. Welcome to the football stadium on the campus of Longreach High School here in Columbia, alongside my cameraman Josh Campbell. My name is Josh Sager. We are so happy to have you with us wherever you may be. Now, I talked about scoreboard watching. That's because Chiefs United are currently holding on to that fourth seed in the DMV North Conference at 15 points. Currently, Bridge Sports Club, who is currently in third right now, is playing against GVCS Broadfording, and Moco 1776 plays in about an hour and a half. They currently sit 1 point behind Chiefs United by 2 points. Currently, Chiefs United and Bridge are tied at points at 15 apiece. However, Bridge currently has a better goal differential. Moco 17, a win for Chiefs United certainly qualifies them for the playoffs, and they will clinch a spot if with a win, but a draw or loss means they're going to need some help from MSI Pro, who would like to take care of their own business tonight. They are currently in second place in the DMV North, and a win for them will clinch them that second spot. For Hybrid, this is strictly about playing for pride. They cannot finish higher than above 7th in the conference, but it's going to take a lot more for them to be able to get past that, because Maryland Bobcats currently have a +5 goal differential against them after a brutal start this season in which they were outscored 13-1. Hybrid has actually recovered quite nicely, but that start in their first 3 matches is what killed any chance of them being in the playoffs tonight. And they look to play spoiler to a Chiefs United side that are just looking to clinch and get as high as the 3rd spot here in the playoffs. They actually can get as high as the 2nd, but we've got to find out soon what the score right now of that match involving Bridge Sports Club is looking like. Here are the starting 11s. We'll begin with Hybrid FC. In goal tonight is Nicholas Brown. 4 defensive backs consisting of Hunter Hillis and Christian Johnson in the middle, with 2 side backs being Okeneoma Agra and Tarek Amon on the left and right, respectively. The 2 center midfielders are Andre Glanville and Kyle Simmons. Randy Salvador acts as a attacking midfielder with Pierre Corneille and on the right side and Daryl Greenwood on the left, and the lone striker will be Bona Zinab. I did not, unfortunately, get a lineup for Chiefs United, so if you please bear with us, I will be figuring this out on the fly in terms of their lineup, so we will eventually get who will be on the field for this Chiefs United side in a bit. Both teams having their final meetings, as we are expected to start here in about 2 minutes. It's actually turned out to be a relatively cool night here in Columbia, Maryland. We are not far from the nation's capital, about 30 miles to the north of Washington, D.C. We are expecting a really good one. The shadows are really starting to take effect right now because the sun is starting to set here behind us at the football stadium here at Longreach High School. And you've also got to wonder how much that's going to probably play into effect here, especially with the very calm winds, but also a bit chilly weather. It is supposed to get cooler here tonight. It is currently 68 degrees, and as long as this game keeps going on, this could get as close to about just under 60 here in this game. We mentioned before that Moco 1776 is also going to be playing tonight in about an hour and a half. That's going to be a very important one, especially for this Chiefs United side. They won't necessarily be scoreboard watching in this first half. They can just control what they can, but this is going to be a very interesting night for this team that is visiting here from Laurel. Just getting the final proceedings done here at Longreach High School. It is a very, very calm night. It is expected to be a bit brisk, as I said. So you got to wonder if these guys are going to be able to be warmed up for a fiery match. Through 8 matches, if you look at the standings right now, Chiefs United is currently 5-0-3. They have not drawn, which is quite interesting. And imagine if this would be the first draw of the season coming on the last day. I mean, it would be a good start, but it's not what I think they would really be hoping for, because they really want to get 3 points and solidify their case to be in the playoffs. And they'd be relying on MSI Pro to help them out, but they don't MSI Pro wants to be in second place, and that's something that could still be relatively attainable for Chiefs United. Meanwhile, for Hybrid FC, again, as I said, they had a rocky start in which they gave up 13 goals in their first 3 games. They have had 3 wins, though, in their last 5, and unfortunately for them, though, their last match did end in defeat. They are looking to get things underway here. So we are just getting the players to line up. Very pleasant night here, though. And how interesting is it also that tonight is MLS's decision day. So this is going to be a decision day in both this and in MLS and in the UPSL. So we are expecting a lot of fun here soccer-wise in the DMV North. Just getting the final festivities here underway before we have kickoff. All right, I've got a variant of a starting 11. I don't have positions yet, but I do have players that will be starting tonight for Chiefs United. So you've got Mohamed Cisse, Papa Adama Tiam, Chi Benwessa, Elijah Wormley, who it looks like will be the netminder, Anania Belay, Eden Casasola, Ismail, William Jefferson, Erickson Morera, and Eloy Bassene will be the starters tonight for Chiefs United. We will figure out where each of them are playing as this game gets underway. Just getting the final procedures and final team meetings as we are getting set for what could be a very good match tonight, and one that's going to have a lot of the eyes on the UPSL DMV North Conference, because this is going to really be one of those matches that's going to decide who's going to be in the playoffs and who's not. And Chiefs United does not want to be left out. They've been a really big thorn in the side to some of the bigger teams like Bowley's Athletic, to Bridge, to MSI Pro. They really want to prove that they belong in this postseason. But is Hybrid FC going to play spoiler? We shall find out in the next few moments. So it looks like it will be Hybrid to kick us off. They will be it will be the team to get us started here at Long Reach High School. Great to have you with us here on the DMV Sports Media YouTube channel alongside Josh Campbell. Josh Saker, thrilled to have you along for the ride. We are ready to go, just waiting for the referee to blow us underway. The whistle blows and away we go on a beautiful night. It is going to be quite chilly. Hybrid FC goes from right to left on your screen in the black. In the white and navy is Chiefs United going from left to right. And immediately a turnover there, and it's going to be Morera. Gets it back. Chiefs United needs a win. A draw is enough, but might be enough, but if they really want to secure their spot in the DMV Conference North playoffs, they've really got to get it done tonight. And already you see a pretty aggressive attack here, and a crossed ball is going to be cleared away. Not that far, though. Nice layoff pass there, but it is offside on the pass from Papa Adama Tiam. Here in the first minute, I think what's going to be really important for tonight's match is can Hybrid FC just be able to keep a team like Chiefs off the score sheet, because Chiefs United has been one of the highest scoring teams in the DMV North here this season. And they're going to go back to their goalkeeper, Nicholas. Throw in here from Glanville is going to be turned over, and now it's going to be another throw in for Hybrid FC. And into the gloves of the Chiefs goalkeeper, Wormley. He's going to lay it off. And sending one forward for Tiam, and it got past him. Here's a chance. Oh, and it's going to just squeak wide. A real opportunity there from Bona Zinab. Here's a chance. And it's gonna, and somehow it hit the post. I wonder if maybe it took a deflection off the goalkeeper. But that was a really good opportunity here. Already, we're not even 2 minutes in, or excuse me, 3 minutes in, and already Hybrid FC is really saying, hey, we're not going to let you into the playoffs right now. So to take this corner kick is going to be Pierre Corneille, the right mid. He's going to send an outswinging ball, and it's headed. It's going to be cleared. It's going to find Papa Adama Tiam, and instead it is going to be a foul called against Pierre Corneille, who was a bit too aggressive there. Ball did go out of play off of the body of Belay. Some really nifty footwork there by number 21 for Hybrid. That's Daryl Greenwood. Ball is now cleared out, and it's headed back by Hunter Hillis. Oh, bad back heel there from Darren Greenwood. And a chance here for Chiefs United to counter. Cross comes into the box. It's headed away by Tarek Amon. Good clearance by Daryl Greenwood, finding his brother Darren. And that one's going to go off the defender for Chiefs United, Eden Casasola. Just waiting for a ball to be put back into play. Throw in to be taken by Amon. Finds Christian Johnson, gets back to his left back, and instead the left back turns it over. The one that who benefited from that turnover being Raymond Lema. Traffic jam inside the attacking zone for Chiefs, and it's now just going to be cleared out of harm's way. Casasola now. Amon is just going to go back to his keeper, Nicholas. And a turnover here. Morera goes back, and the attempted pass that was intended for Papa Adamatiam is going to be offside. Ooh, and here's a nice opportunity. Nice layoff there from the forward Zina, but unfortunately for him, Daryl Greenwood was not able to get there. Bad turnover. Mohamed Cisse. Foul called here against Hybrid. Free kick taken all the way from far out. Some nice cutback moves there from Chiben Wesa. And it's going to go off of the side. The AR is going to say that it did go off of his teammate Casasola. Headed away, and a massive one that lands right into the stands. I don't know if Eloy Bassene was trying to kill the fans in attendance here, but that was surprised that it made it that far, because there is a track that does go around this field, and another good 10 feet to get to the stands. Oh, turned over almost there, but Christian Johnson was bailed out. Zinab spins around, finds one of the Greenwoods. That is Darren. Daryl, excuse me. It's going to go out of play for a throw-in for Chiefs United. Casasola will be the one to take it. And now Casasola clears, only finds Hunter Hillis, who heads it back to his teammate. The foul committed there, but the teammate Kyle Simmons was the one who got to it. And now, speaking of Simmons, he is on the ball, goes back to his teammate Hillis. To the right back, Algra. Instead it was overhit, and it found Glanville, and nice back heel there. Johnson, nice up high pressure. Here's Daryl Greenwood. Darren just acted as a wall there. Casasola going back to his keeper. Pass that was for Mohamed Cisse was intercepted. Cross coming in. And a bicycle attempt is going to be skied into the air and easily taken in by Wormley. Tiam. Sending it forward now. And it looks like Hillis is just going to try to let it go out, but it will now be a throw-in for Chiefs. Turned over. Christian Johnson lobbing a ball forward, and wonder if maybe he saw that Elijah Wormley was so off his line that maybe he tried to have a go from it from behind the midfield line. Instead, nothing happening there. Bissene gonna lob one forward. And it looks like Mohamed Cisse was offside by a few inches, actually. Hillis. Simmons. Tarek Amon. Hillis gave it away now, and here's Edixon Morera, and his pass was a bit too soft for Tiam, who is going to be all over the field tonight. Does serve as a makeshift field general. There's a bit advantageous there from Lema. And now Bissene is going to just go to another center back for Chiefs United. Morera. Goes back to Chibenwesa. Forward, and I think Tariq Amon thought there was a foul there. There was none. Here is Casasola streaking down the right side, and a nice slide tackle by Christian Johnson to be able to keep his keeper off. So let his keeper off for a little bit. I think he might have disposed that a bit too quickly there, did Ogra. You're just joining us, 13 minutes in, no score right now in a very important game, specifically for Chiefs United, as they are looking to hold on to a final playoff spot in the DMV North, given away by the keeper, Wormley, and now Greenwood is going to cross one. Here is Zinab! And I might have spoken a bit too soon. Bona Zinab! And now Greenwood is going to cross one. Here is the calamity by Elijah Wormley in the back, giving it away to Daryl Greenwood. I might have spoken a bit too soon. Hybrid is going to take the lead in a game that they might not have as much stake in, but is one that they are going to take gladly if they want to put themselves up into 7th place in the DMV North Conference. And now Greenwood is going to cross one. Here is the for Chiefs United, especially because now that's going to put them in much bigger pressure. And I think Wormley did not see that Greenwood was right there because the ball went right to him. So a lucky break for Hybrid Football Club here in front of their home fans. So in the 13th minute, it is Hybrid who is up 1-0 as Casasola is going to just spread the field over. Launching a ball forward, headed away by Hunter Hillis. Chiefs United does not play from behind all that often, but now they're going to have to. Foul called at what would be the 30-yard line if this was the NFL. Free kick that will be taken here. Actually, it will be a corner now. Looks like that will be Papa Adamatiam to take it. Not many bodies in the box for Chiefs United. And a long, high in-swinger that had no chance of getting to anybody. And now Daryl Greenwood is just going to let it roll out, as is Christian Johnson. Push from behind there. There was Ogra. And a long ball forward intended for Zinab. It's headed away by Basene. Push from behind. No foul called. Here is Daryl Greenwood. Goes out wide. Tarek Amon. Back to Greenwood. Finds his brother Darren, who's going to lay one off for Daryl Greenwood, and the flag is going to come up. That was a very nice opportunity, though, for Hybrid to double their lead and really start to apply some serious pressure and some serious doubt on the chances of Chiefs United to make the playoffs right now. Because as it stands right now, they are still in. We're just waiting because of the fact that Moco 1776 does not start until 7:30. So they are going to be scoreboard watching that match once it starts. Long ball forward. Belay. He's got Amon on him. Lays it off. And the ball did go out of bounds under the possession. And I could not tell who that was, unfortunately. I think it might have been under the possession of Belay. Amon with a long throw in. That one was intended for Zinab. It's going to find the foot of Glanville. And he's going to, and a ball sent forward in favor of Mohamed Cisse. The flag does come up. Offsides, and what that's telling me right now is that Chiefs United is getting too eager to score, and as a result, that they are playing themselves into the offside trap that Hybrid has been setting up very nicely here so far tonight. It's a very Hansi Flick-esque system in the fact that he really wants to emphasize the offside trap, but as a result, you could be very much paying the price for it if they are able to get in front of you. Speaking of which, now, here's Belay. And it's going to be chaos in the box, nothing going. Morera finds Belay out wide. Casasola crossing one in, headed away. And now it's cleared. Here's Darren Greenwood. Bona Zinab is going to try to get one over on the far side, and the pass intended for Daryl Greenwood is taken away by Eloy Basene. Long ball forward. Mohamed Cisse might have been a bit too lackadaisical. And now Cisse's going to cross one in, and that one almost went in. Been a bit too
very nice
attempted cross, but it actually did make.
And now Cisse's
Nicholas cross one in, and that one almost went
gonna
in
go
wide of the intended target. Looks like there is a throw in here coming up for Hybrid, and there will be. Just tuning in, 1-0 currently for Hybrid FC in the 19th minute. It has been on a very poor giveaway by Chiefs keeper Elijah Wormley. And as of right now, Chiefs better be praying that MSI Pro defeats or at least draws with Moco 1776 once they start playing today at 7:30. Daryl Greenwood. And a nice cross out intended for Tarek Amon. Amon could not get there. He is beaten to it by Eden Casasola. But right now, they are going to be having to hope that MSI Pro is able to beat Moco 1776 because as of right now, Chiefs United will be hanging on for their dear lives when that match gets underway at Albert Einstein High School later tonight. I believe you will be able to catch that one on here as well. Please correct me if I am wrong, but I believe so. And that is one you will not want to miss. Zinab tucked in a corner. Pass went out wide. Ooh, not a great move there by Johnson. And here's Belay. He's going to cross one. Hillis got his head there before it lands for Mohamed Cisse. Going to go out wide for Belay. He's going to cross the ball out, and it's going to be headed away, and Agra is the one who heads it right into his keeper, Brown's hands. Foul called there against Casasola on Daryl Greenwood. So a free kick to be taken here by Tarek Amon. He's going to go back to Hunter Hillis. Interesting move, but I wonder if maybe they're trying to just switch the field here to set something up because they've been predominantly working on this left-hand side. And as I say that, a ball that was launched in the direction of Zinab is going to go right into the stomach of a Chiefs United defender. Ooh. Some pretty big collisions, and now a foul called against Tiam. Free kick here coming up for Hybrid, who has very much controlled the tempo of this game. It seems that whenever Chiefs has been on the ball, it's been more in the counterattack, and that they have just been taking advantage of turnovers. Johnson finding Kyle Simmons. Pass intended for Daryl Greenwood is picked off. Edixon Morera intending one for Tiam was intercepted. Cornel. Darren Greenwood. Glanville looking for options, and his pass was blocked. Simmons and got beat to that, and now a chance here is an open net, but it is going to sail just a bit wide. Was blocked. Simmons and got beat to that. A real opportunity there. A chance here is an open net, but it is Chiefs United. And Raymond Lema, it might really be wondering what he could have done better there for a quick sec. Daryl Greenwood pushed back, and that is going to be a foul called against Morera. He might be lucky to get away with not getting a card there, and he won't. Glanville finding Christian Johnson. Going to launch from Bona Zinab, and he's got Bassene on him. Bassene beats him to it. Going back, and it's going to be taken over by Daryl Greenwood. And Belay is able to kick it out, and it will be a throw-in as it did go off of Greenwood. Zinab. Oh, great slide tackle there by Casasola. It looks like Morera, excuse me. Morera, I don't know if it's just me that saw that, but I think he might have just kicked out there for a quick sec. That's something you cannot do, and you got to be able to control your emotions right now. Gonna call it a throw-in anyway. Tarek Amon with the throw-in. Darren Greenwood, and it's going to be a bit too big of a touch, and it's going to go out of play. Wesset. Ismail gets it back, and now a chance for Ismail, but Brown scoops it up. That was a really nice piece of attacking, though, for a quick second in terms of the play setup. Simmons having to spin around, gets tossed and turned. Out wide, Casasola. Oh, really nice tackle by Amon. No foul given, much to the Chiefs bench disagreement. Zinab spins around, finds Kyle Simmons. Here's a prime opportunity for a counterattack here. Darren Greenwood off the one-touch feed from Corneal. Greenwood's pass was taken aback. Tiam. He has Cisse in the box, and he then takes down Hunter Hillis, and they're going to call a foul against Papa Adama Tiam. Sun is really starting to set here, and we're going to start feeling a bit chillier here in the Columbia region. So you got to wonder if these guys are all warmed up and ready to go for the rest of the night, because it is going to get a bit windier, it's going to get a bit colder. Thankfully, nothing in the 40s like we might be experiencing right now up in upstate New York, but nothing like, but it will still be, but it's not going to be the heat that they're experiencing today in a city like Nashville, where it's currently 82 degrees, believe it or not. Foul called against Chiefs United. So far, it seems that Hybrid has been the one that has been controlling the tempo of this entire match, and I think that's the way that they're going to like doing it, especially against a Chiefs team that really likes a high press. Some nice fancy footwork from Darren Greenwood as he just goes back to his center back Hillis. Brown has to get it off cleanly, though, because Cisse was right on his tail. And it's going to be cleared out instead for a Chiefs throw-in. One thing that is important to note, by the way, is that it might be a bit harder because the lights have not really taken effect at all right now. So it's going to be a bit harder to see for both fans, the commentator, the actual players on the field right now. You got to hope those are going to go off, as there is a push in the box, and I think Papa Adamatian was trying to draw a foul in the box, but there was nothing given by our referee in the middle. Olgra launching one forward for Bona Zinab, who's got a real opportunity here. He's got Greenwood to the right, to the left of him. Zinab going back to Daryl Greenwood. Looked across one to Darren, and instead is not going to get one there. Zinab, one time pass to Daryl Greenwood. Simmons. Going to switch the field. I think that pass to, or that cross to Darren Greenwood was a bit too much. Throwing coming up here for Chiefs United. Something's going on over here because the center referee is coming over to talk to the hybrid coaching staff. Wonder if maybe they're talking about... Looks like they are talking about the current situation with the lights because the headlights here have not gone on yet, which is a massive problem for, I think, in any sport, no matter what's being played around here, especially because of the fact that, players can't see. It's not safe for their there's no safety around that. So I wonder if right now we're going to be seeing a little bit of a delay because of the fact that the lights have not gone on here. So I guess for the time being, we're just going to have to wait. But I can already guarantee you this. We're going to be seeing a hefty amount of stoppage time because of this delay. So we are just waiting for the lights to turn on. As of right now, it looks like there will be a hydration break for both of these sides. So while we wait, I guess we'll just recap what has been going on. For those of you just joining us, it is currently 1-0 after a 13th minute goal by Bona Zinab on a turnover by goalkeeper Elijah Wormley for Chiefs United. And it was a costly turnover, too, because it was right to Daryl Greenwood, who really took advantage of it, found a wide open teammate in Zinab, who stuffed it into the back of the net. And that has been our only goal so far in a match of high consequence, specifically for the team that is currently down 1-0 Chiefs United, because a win for them basically secures them a playoff spot. A loss or a draw, and they're going to need some extra help from MSI Pro. So yeah, we are just right now waiting for the lights here at Long Range High School's football stadium to turn on, and I guess we're going to be waiting for a little bit because we're going to just try to find out where the lights are and how to turn them on. Quite a reason for a game to be delayed. I think my cameraman Josh Campbell here agrees. He is nodding his head. Yes, yes. Sun is setting definitely to the right-hand side of your screens right here and is starting to get very much into dusk. The sky is currently with hues of, I'd say, maybe like a yellowish pink. It's very difficult to describe that color right now. There is a plane that is right now, I think, on its way to land at BWI. As we take you through the sights and sounds of Columbia, Maryland, as we are waiting for this, as we are waiting for the lights to turn back on. Or not turn back on, but turn on. The amount of stoppage time that I know we're going to be getting is absurd. We've already lost about, I'd say, a good 3 minutes in this game due to not having the lights on yet. So we are right now just waiting. One thing that I do find really funny is the fact that the UPSL pennies, you can clearly see because they're both sides have them in neon yellow. So, hey, here's an idea maybe. Have them play in the UPSL pennies. I mean, yes, they don't have the numbers on them, and you won't be able to tell which team is which, but you'd be able to see that way. Yeah, we are just currently in a delay here. If you're just joining us, we apologize for that delay. Unfortunately, the lights are not on here at the high school football stadium for Long Range High School in Columbia. And again, this is a match that's going to be of major importance, but one positive I think you could take out of this delay is, well, Chiefs United can maybe regroup and see how they can come back and score an equalizer and then maybe a game winner here against Hybrid. But another thing that you can think about is that now, in a way, you can somewhat sync up the MoCo match which will be on DMV Sports Media. I can confirm that now. And you'll be able to sync that up and be able to watch both matches to see what's going to happen with this playoff race, because let me tell you, it's going to get very intriguing here in about 50 minutes. So as we wait for the lights to go on, I guess we will just be doing some filler time right now. But yeah, it has been a very, very good game so far. Entertaining, a lot of eagerness to get in the back of the net. A lot of offsides tonight, so you can expect that that's the reason why that not many goals have been actually scored tonight. But yeah, you will be able to watch that MSI Pro match as they get set to take that MSI Pro MoCo 1776 match on here as well tonight. You will be joining the coverage once that happens of Tyler Lochte and Dono Wallace. Man, it is getting darker and darker by the second here. That little bit of light that you might be able to see very faintly in the camera right now is coming from the broadcast booth. We are actually outside the booth, believe it or not. It's coming from the media booth that they have here at this stadium, and we are not inside of it, actually. We are currently out of it. We are currently in the stands because we want to be among the fans. Yeah, we are just going to wait here until the lights turn on, but it is definitely getting darker here at this field. And right now, if this was still going on, we would already be in the 37th minute. We've already lost a good 5-10 minutes of the regular amount of time here, so it's going to be a very interesting amount of stoppage time. I can't even remember the last time I've seen a match that might have had, I don't know, like 20 minutes of stoppage at the very least. I can actually think of one. It happened back in MLS in 23. It was a game, I think, between the Red Bulls and the Earthquakes. There was a whole incident that went on and they had to investigate that would last about a good 20 minutes, and I think it was like a 21-minute stoppage time in the second half of that game back in April of 23. And I have watched a lot of soccer in my day and also played a lot of it back when I was in high school and middle school. I don't think I can ever remember a light delay in my time on this earth. I know that they've had that for baseball and stuff, but I can't even remember the last time that this sort of thing has happened and why we are delayed right now. Thanks for sticking with us if you are still here on our coverage of DMV Sports Media. And it's like players might be going to the benches? No, never mind. It's just the hybrid players are just trying to keep themselves warmed up right now. Has definitely gotten a bit chilly here, so you do want to make sure that your blood is pumping right now. Yeah, it has gotten considerably darker in the last 10 minutes here at Long Range High School. We're still waiting for these lights to come on. We don't know when or how long it's going to take or when this game is going to be restarted, but yeah, sometimes this is when I think something like, for example, they have Cosmic Baseball, which was started by a collegiate summer team called the Tri-City Chili Peppers down in Southern Virginia. This is when I think Cosmic Soccer would be a really interesting idea or a really interesting concept, which is glow-in-the-dark soccer, but you got to also make sure that, safety is involved, and I think that baseball, it's a bit easier to get away with that than it is in soccer. Well, I think it might be a good time maybe for a little bit just to recap where everything is going in right now in the standings in the UPSL DMV North, just because, we don't know how much time we're going to have, and maybe it's a good idea to talk a little bit about maybe the situation going on right now. So currently, Bowley's Athletic is the only team that has really clinched their position. They are way ahead of every other team in DMV North at 23 points, or 22 points, excuse me. So no matter what Bridge Sports Club does tonight, so Bridge Sports Club, by the way, just won. Now a win for MSI Pro or Chiefs United right now can get them. Well, Chiefs United right now can only get up to third. That is basically confirmed because Bridge Sports Club just beat GVSCS Broadfording. GVCS, excuse me. MSI Pro now can go up to second, but only up to second. But they would need to beat MoCo 1776, who is also battling for their own lives right now. They are trying to stay in the playoff race, and right now, with the score the way it is here in Columbia, Maryland at this stoppage right now due to the lights being off, a win for MoCo 1776, actually I believe just 1 point for MoCo 1776 would be, nope, they would need to get a win tonight if they want to qualify for the playoffs. There's also I didn't even realize this, there's also a very thin possibility that Athletic United can clinch, but that's going to take a lot more help in a lot of specifics that I'm not willing to delve into right now because we don't know how much longer this delay is going to be. Don't know if you can see right now truly well, but there is a meeting in the middle right now between coaches from both Hybrid and Chiefs United about whether or not they will continue this. I'm going to guess maybe whether or not they're going to be able to continue this game or not, or how long it's going to take for these lights to turn on, if at all they turn on. So as of right now, it is looking quite bleak. It's also looking quite dark since you can't see anything. Hopefully we get an announcement or something soon, because we don't want to be wasting any more of your time, as well as we don't want to make you wait all that long for nothing to happen coming up soon. But it is starting to get really dark to the point where I'm not even able to see parts of the field and also the track right now, which is quite crazy because the track is, I'd say, a good 40 feet from where we are standing. We've also got to wonder how a delay like this is going to affect any sort of future play, because these players now have had to take a break that they weren't expecting, and that might really mess with the conditioning of these guys, and maybe they could be a little bit tight in going forward. We also have something in Major League Soccer that fans like to call MLS After Dark, which is when the wildest, most high-scoring games happen. There's also, in my opinion, if we are able to get this game off, a possibility of shall we call it UPSL After Dark? Because I really think that would be a lot of fun. That means we'd be getting a high-scoring shootout where neither goalie is going to be able to stop anything that's been put on target. But so far tonight, minus the one mistake from Elijah Wormley, it's been pretty solid for the netminders here tonight. We have already reached we've already reached the 20-minute mark, I think, of this delay. From what I remember, I think the match was stopped around the 27-ish minute mark, if I remember correctly. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head, but we have been waiting a good 20 minutes right now. We're still waiting to find out what's going to happen with this match going forward. But we are already at what would be the 47th minute, so the second minute of stoppage time, whatever we're going to get. But rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to get, it's going to be wild when you hear that number. And we're now starting to get to a point where you can't even see the people that are in the stands. And let me just say that some of them are like really close, and then some of them are probably about a good 90 feet away. But the fact that we're now starting to lose that sight is a bit of a problem. Right now, Hybrid right now is just warming up on the sidelines. Looks like just a cluster of players for Chiefs United are just hanging around the bench. We did see them warming up a bit earlier. Again, if you're with us, thank you for sticking with us despite this delay. We know it's been a bit of a nuisance. Yeah, now we can't even see the majority of the right side of the field. We can see a little bit here on your left-hand side on wherever you're watching from, but like a very slight amount of light. The only lights we're really seeing are on the major road that is behind here. A lot of cars passing by. But again, still nothing in terms of the actual lights here being turned on. Just waiting to see what's going to happen here. Well, look, I always tell myself, be prepared to see the unexpected. I think that this is one of those things that would definitely fall into that category. As we wait for the lights to come on, or for there to be some sort of announcement that says that maybe the game is going to be called off for the rest of the night. But I think both of these teams want and kind of need to get this game done. Specifically, Chiefs United, they cannot afford to lose any game time right now. We've gotten to the point now where fans in the stands are using their phone flashlights. I couldn't even imagine being on the other side because there's nothing like lighting up over there, so you can't even see anything right now. Lucky to be at least able to see some stuff, but this is what I would feel like maybe a total eclipse would feel like. We know that probably what you're only seeing is a black screen, maybe with a little bit of a gray bar in the center. That's the stand on the other side. I think for a little bit we're just going to let you, if there's any opportunity, we'll just let you hear maybe some of the sounds of what's going on here. We've already shown you some of the sights. Let's see if you can just hear some of the sound. Well, I just saw the ARs taking out their flags right now. I wonder if this means... Oh, good! The lights have started to come on. So after a pretty good delay, I'd say of about almost 30 minutes, we are finally going to get some soccer in a little bit. The lights have started to come on because the soccer gods have now said, let there be light. But it will take a few minutes for these babies to warm up. However, from what it looks like, the one on the right side over here is not warming up whatsoever. So we will be getting the rest of the first half underway here in just a little bit. We're just waiting for these lights to fully come on. This has been a wild night. Hopefully you are now able to start seeing that some of the light is coming back on. Looks like we stopped at the 28th minute. Yeah, this has been wild. But one of the problems right now also is the fact that the lights here on the near side, on the right-hand side of your screen, are also not coming on. So it's going to be a little bit of a problem trying to identify, at least for me at least, it's going to be a bit hard to identify who is who in this right-hand corner over here on the near side. These lights have not necessarily been not necessarily the brightest that they have. So as we just wait for the game to restart, we are just hoping that we are able to get this game back underway and in full swing. But it's going to be a little bit of time because these lights are still turning on, and again, as I said, one of the light stands here is not even turning on in the slightest. So as we still wait for these lights to turn on, they've started to get a bit brighter. It's going to be maybe a little bit harder to see if you're the goalkeepers, especially on this right-hand side, because I don't know if you're able to see quite clearly, but there is not much light over here. The light here on the far side is not turning on the near side, on the right side, is not turning on whatsoever. So I wonder if we're going to be still expecting a little bit of a delay because of that. It is starting to get a bit chillier. The referee is currently talking to the Chiefs United coach. The thing is, though, that if you want to get this game underway, you have to have that other light on because it's just not safe. It's not worth risking the goalkeeper's health right now. And I'm wondering right now if Because I'm starting to maybe think that there might be a legit possibility that this game could get called early due to this current situation. Looks like the referee is on the phone. I think some fans might also be interested in some MLS news. It is decision day after all, so this has been this is a pretty important day, unfortunately, for DC United fans around the area. Atlanta United is currently up 1-0 at half. That is currently putting DC United as the winners of the Wooden Spoon. For those of you who don't watch MLS, Wooden Spoon is the worst team in the league. So unfortunately, that is a piece of silverware. They had already won 3 seasons ago. I don't think they want to win it again. But as of right now, that's how it's looking, thanks to a third-minute goal by Miguel Almiron, the former Newcastle United man. Other scores currently in the Eastern Conference. Charlotte is up 2-0 on Philadelphia. Cincinnati up 1-0 on Montreal is somewhat, I would say, expected, since Montreal also did not have a good season this year. It is currently level at 1 apiece between Columbus and the Red Bulls. Nashville is up 2-1 against Inter Miami in a game that could see the Golden Boot decided. Lionel Messi for Inter Miami and Sam Sturridge for Nashville. Both of them have a goal tonight, believe it or not, so this race is going to keep on going. New England is currently up 1-0 on Chicago, who's currently hoping to stay out of the wild card spots. New York City and Seattle are currently scoreless in the only cross-conference match in that game. And Toronto, in a shocking twist, is up 2-0 on Orlando City, who is currently fighting for their lives so that they are not in a wild card spot. Then you've got the Western Conference slate tonight, which is going to be much more impactful in how the MLS standings are going to look because of the fact that you've got 4 sides that are currently looking to lock up the last 2 playoff spots, those being FC Dallas, the San Jose Earthquakes, RSL, and the Colorado Rapids. Currently, those spots are held onto by Dallas and RSL. They play against Vancouver and St. Louis on the road, respectively. And wins for them will clinch. However, Colorado and San Jose are still knocking at the door. They tonight are playing LAFC and Austin, respectively. So expect a lot of chaos tonight over on the West Coast. We are still waiting here. Speaking of chaos, we are still waiting here. It's been a good amount of time before since we've last kicked a ball. I believe the last touch was an overcrossed pass from Oyehamone Ogra. Might have butchered that name. Excuse me. It was a pass that was intended, I believe, for Darren Greenwood. It's been so long that I don't even remember what's happened in the last moments of this match so far. So I wonder what the solution here is going to be for the rest of this match, because we're hoping that we can get back underway soon, but the way things are looking, it's not looking positive right now. unless some sort of miracle happens. Now the ARs are putting away the flags away. Somehow, for me, that would indicate this match might be called for the rest of the night, and they might have to make this up. Again, thank you so much for staying with us with this inconvenience right now. It is definitely getting much chillier. I probably could have brought a sweatshirt, but I think the flannel that I'm wearing is fine. Again, we have lights on. It's just this one last tower of them that is just not turning on for some reason, which is why this delay has been elongated. That it probably should have been. Just a reminder for you that as this delay is going on, we also currently have another game that is going to play a massive part in deciding who's going to make the playoffs. That begins in just over 15 minutes between MoCo 1776 and MSI Pro. That is taking place over at Albert Einstein High School in Rockville. Or, excuse me, in Kensington. And on the call for that one will be Tyler Lochte. I think a lot of us expected this game to already be in the second half at this point with the 6 o'clock start time, but we have been under the black sky for a good amount of time. It seems just one light tower will not cooperate whatsoever. And in a weird way is the one playing spoiler to Chiefs United right now. Almost the entire hybrid team right now is at the midfield line. I think they're just waiting to hear the decision. Also, do you have to remember that we are going to be soon getting into daylight savings time for fall back, and when that happens, we are starting to get into darker skies at earlier times right now, and we are approaching that date of getting an extra hour of sleep. So that is also playing a factor into why it's so dark right now. I think that probably if this was the summer, we would just be approaching dawn, or excuse me, at dusk. But man, we have been waiting a good while. Again, thank you for sticking with us here on DMV Sports Media. Well, the coach for Chiefs United just told his team to bring it in. I wonder if maybe this could be maybe some confirmation that maybe the rest of the game is being called. I'm not quite sure. And the team from Hybrid is now going over to their bench. We shall hope to find out soon what's going to be happening. So I cannot really tell what is happening, but it looks like they're warming up a little bit here on the sideline. That tells me this game might be getting played soon. They are expecting that the lights are going to come on at some point. Oh, no, now they are. We are going to have more soccer here in just a few minutes. Hopefully I'm not lying the second time around. But we have already just lost a good 40-plus minutes here at Long Reach High School in Columbia, Maryland. So the lights are finally coming on. And I don't know if you can tell or see, but the lights over here on the near side, which is the ones that I was telling you about, are finally turning on, and we will be having game action in just a little bit. And it seemed that we had stopped at the 28th minute, if I remember correctly. Meaning, by the way, we still have another half of this to go. This is already turning into a wild night, though, here in Columbia. Sounds like that we will be starting in 4 minutes, is what I just heard the referee just say. Well, after that long break, we're going to be waiting just a little bit longer. Definitely got much chillier here just now. It's currently 61 degrees according to my weather app, and it feels like 58 because of the wind making it feel cooler. But we will have soccer, and you got to give a lot of credit though here to the people at Hybrid. They were not going to let this game be stopped at all. And we will be having some more footy in just a few moments. Remember, this game did end on, or at least the play did end, it looks like, on a throw-in that will be coming up for Chiefs United. And it's going to be, looks like Edixon Morera will be the one to take it. It will be either no, excuse me, that is Eden Casasola. So after a long, long delay, we are... So after a long delay, we are back and underway in the 28th minute of the first half. Thank you so much for staying by with us if you're still on here after that long, long light delay. So Bassene is going to hit a skyscraper into the air. Amon is battling. Ooh, and a really high boot that might have caught in the face of Mo Cisse, and he is now starting to kneel down a little bit. Christian Johnson, Glenville. To his fellow center back, Hunter Hillis. Pass for Algra was intercepted. And a far chance out wide. My apologies if I will not be able to also identify some of the players. Unfortunately, the lights are not powerful enough, at least from my viewpoint. So it's going to be a bit harder to see some numbers, especially considering that the numbers, unfortunately, on the backs of the Chiefs jerseys are yellow. Cross coming in at the back post, and it's almost put in. That would have been Papa Adama Tiam, who would have equalized things here for Chiefs United. You've got to wonder right now how much stoppage time there is going to be added on, because of I wonder if the clocks have still been running or if they just stopped time in general. Tarek Amon. Really nice dribbling pass, dribbling through. He tried to cross one in, and it was blocked by Casasola. We do have a plane flying just above us over here, so apologies for the sound. Kyle Simmons was in a three-man battle with two Chiefs defenders. Ball goes out of play off of a Chiefs defender. Darren Greenwood gets it back from Darrell. Got a little bit of an argument going on here between Casasola and Zinab. Referee telling them that they need to back off each other. Long thrown by Amon. Zinab got beaten to it, and it's cleared out of harm's way. Ismail. And its possession is lost there by Belay. Darren Greenwood. Glanville. Tarek Amon was it, or excuse me, Randy Salvador was in a lot of battles there. Throw-in coming up here for Hybrid FC. Taken away now. Simmons trying to regain possession. Tariq Amon, but a foul is called against Hybrid before any sort of counterattack could commence. Long launch forward by Chibenwesa. Cross out wide. Casasola. Cisse. Or Tiam, excuse me. Who's going to launch a cross in, and instead it's going to find Nicholas Brown, who almost lost possession, but is able to recoup. That could have been massively dangerous for Hybrid FC there for a quick sec. Taken away there now. Oh, good one-touch pass by Zinab. But instead, it's taken over by Ismail. And Rama, ooh, there might have been an elbow to the head there. Can't tell who that is that just got maybe an arm to the head. But whoever committed that foul is lucky to get away with no card. Because anything to the head is almost certainly meaning you're going into the book. Marrero will take this free kick. This is going to be from about, I'd say, a good 35 yards. Currently, it is on what would be in the NFL the 26-yard line, or the 27, excuse me. Marrero with a in-swinging ball. Brown is able to catch it with two hands. Launching a ball forward is Nicholas Brown. That's Greenwood, and it's going to go out of play. Throw in to be taken here by Casasola. Going to go back to Bassene. He's looking for options. One touch pass from Ismail. Ooh, nasty tangle up there. Tariq Amon got to Papa Adame Tiam, and Tiam is just now getting up. Referee having a quick talking to with Andre Glanville. Free kick, though, coming up for Chiefs United in a game that they, again, must win. If you're just joining us here, this is a must-win game for our road team because if they win, they have basically clinched their spot in the playoffs. But currently, they are down 1-0, and they are going to need a lot of help if they want to stay in that playoff hunt. But as of right now, a win for Chiefs United can only get them up as high as third place because Bridge Sports Club won their match about an hour ago over GVCS Broadfording. But a loss here or a draw, and they're going to need some help from MSI Pro to take down Moco 1776. The one team that has probably got the best chance of dethroning Chiefs United for that fourth spot. Amon has Tiam on him, and now almost gave it away to Ismail. And now it's cleared out of harm's way by Christian Johnson. Throw-in coming up here for Chiefs. It will be Casasola to take. Nice one-touch pass by Ismail, but the recipient of that pass, Tiam, was offside. Got caught once again in that offsides trap. As we are here in the 38th minute. You gotta wonder how much that delay is going to deal with the physicalness of these players, especially because of the fact that they just had to sit through 40 minutes without playing, and you got to wonder if they're going to start maybe tightening up a bit, if they're going to be a little bit more tiresome because of how long that break was. Tiam got the turnover. It went off of the foot of Daryl Greenwood. Tiam takes a throw-in. Bit too big of a pass from Darren Greenwood, and now a turnover here. Here's a chance for Chiefs United. Lema's cross was deflected off the back of Hunter Hillis, and it will go out for a corner. The fourth corner of the night for Chiefs. In swinging cross from Lema, the ball is headed off the post, and it's going to go in. Nope, the referee has just blown his whistle and has just called a
cross
foul
from Lema,
in the
the ball is
net.
headed off the post,
That is
and it's going to
so. Unless they just called that a goal, which they did. I thought for a second he called a foul there for a sec, but it's going to be a good goal. In swinging cross from Lema, the ball is headed off the post, and it's going to go in. Hit that one in. Nope. Looks like it was number 4. That's Raymond Lema. I thought he was the one taking the cross, but it turns out he's the one who stuck his head in there. And we are level at 1 apiece. in the 39th minute. That is a massive goal now because as it stands, I believe that Chiefs United is in the playoffs. I don't think, from what I remember, they cannot get higher right now than fourth place. Fourth place is basically win or they have to rely on the help of others. Right now, they are currently level with Hybrid and a chance for Hybrid to retake the lead. Here's Cornel. Daryl Greenwood goes back. Simmons. Glanville, the pass was blocked. Possession retaken by Hybrid. Ogra. He lost it, and now it's gained back. Glanville, they're applying a ton of pressure, and the pass was overcooked, intended for Daryl Greenwood. Long ball sent forward. Ball did go out of bounds. It will be a throw-in. So as it stands right now, they would be level on points with MSI Pro. But MSI Pro would still be in third place due to goal differential. So as of right now, I don't think... Here's a chance here for Chiefs. Oh, and slipping and having a wide open opportunity. That was a prime opportunity for Pierre Cornel, and now the flag is going to come up once again on Ismail. Johnson finds Glanville. Bit of a sloppy pass there. Turned over. Ismail. Here's Morera. Tiam. Gonna try cutting one across. Tiam takes a deflection, and it goes into the body of Hillis, who's able to clear it. And now a chance for a counter. Zinab, the pass was off. I don't think he's going to be offside anyway, and he is, because the flag is going to come up. If that had gone to the foot of Zinab, it's going to now be called offside. Free kick coming up here for Chiefs United. This is going to be Bassene. Belay going back to Ismail. Wide, he's looking for a teammate. Ismail goes back to Raymond Lema. Here's Cisse. And he just ran right into the wall. That is Andre Glanville. And here comes Zinab. But Tariq Amon takes care of it. Amon's cross is going to be blocked, intended for Bona. Back to Amon. It's going to be kicked out. They're going to call a corner. I think that Casasola is trying to make a good case that it went off of the attacker for a Hybrid FC. Here as we approach the 44th minute. And if you want good news for DC United, they have just leveled on a goal from Gabriel Pirani in the 67th minute. So as we approach the final minute of regulation time before we go to stoppage, if they kept that clock going, we all know there's going to be a hefty amount of stoppage time here in to finish the first half. Here comes an in-swinging cross headed away by Chi Benwesa. Cross comes in again. It's not headed away cleanly. Here's Daryl Greenwood getting around his defenders. Daryl Greenwood, does he have a chance? And it's great save by Wormley. Oh, Daryl Greenwood, that was some fancy footwork, but to no avail. Long ball sent forward by Casasola. It's only going to find the gloves of Nicholas Brown. And that is going to be the end of the first half. We didn't get any stoppage time, it seems. Maybe just a minute or so. But wow. So a very interesting first half with goals on both sides. One at around the 17th minute, and the other after a long 40-minute light delay here by Raymond Lema in a match that has to be won tonight by Chiefs United, or else they might be saying goodbye to their playoff hopes. But as of right now, it stands 1-1. We will be back with you on the other side here from Long Reach High School. It is Hybrid FC 1, Chiefs United 1. Back here at Long Reach High School after a long delay. I think we've been here a bit later than I think everybody was expecting. But we've got a good game on our hands here. It is Hybrid FC 1, Chiefs United 1. Josh Sager, Josh Campbell, happy to have you here with us tonight. We are so thankful that you guys did not leave us alone here after with that long, light delay here in Columbia, Maryland. You're expecting quite an interesting battle to play out. We've already had the first 45 done, 45 more to go. Chiefs United is looking to clinch a playoff spot. They cannot get higher than 4th right now because MSI Pro, and as of we know as of right now, MSI Pro is currently level with MoCo 1776. That's good enough for 4th place to clinch the final playoff spot in the DMV North for Chiefs United. Right now, I'm just going to check the score quickly of that other match. It is currently scoreless at the 13th minute in that game. We are about to get the second 45 underway. It will be Chiefs United to kick us off. It will be Mohamed Cisse in the box. Away we go. 45 minutes down, 45 to go, and already a long ball from Edson Morera is going to be taken over on the near side. Cross comes in, and it's going to find Tiam, and it's now cleared away by Christian Johnson, but only as far as Ismail. Regaining possession. Ball's going to go out of play. And already quite a lively start here at the second half. Throw-in coming up here for Chiefs United. That will be Casasola. Throw-in coming here for Chiefs. Casasola to take, and it's going to go out again for another Chiefs throw-in. Chance in the box, and it's in! Chance in the box, and it's in! Trying to figure out who scored that. I think that might have been Mohamed Cisse. But what a shot on target. That was quite the setup too. On the far side by Papa Adama Tiam. And now Chiefs United is currently into the lead. So from 1 goal down to 2-1 up. That is a massive change of events here. Headed away, and now here's Chibenwese having to battle off multiple defenders, or multiple attackers. Push off as going down there is Cornel, and there will be a penalty, free kick coming up here for Chiefs United. Or for Hybrid, excuse me. Cornel will be the one to take. This is going to be from about, I'd say, a good 30-ish yards. Whistle blows. Corneal. In swinging ball is going to be headed out, and there is a foul call. The ball does go into the net. We've got multiple players down right now, including the goalkeeper for Chiefs United, Elijah Wormley. Trying to figure out who the other Chiefs player down is. But we now have multiple injured players down, and you do have to stop play because these are both head injuries, it looks like. And Elijah Wormley and net has not gotten up in this at all so far. Player that went down was Eloy Besene. There will be a sub now coming on for Chiefs United, and I would assume this might be for Besene due to him just sustaining an injury. So we are just making sure that Elijah Wormley is okay, and it seems that he's going to be able to continue. But he took a nasty spill in the box trying to keep that out. The ball did go into the back of the net, but it was called a foul, so the goal has been nullified. Belay. He's got Ismail as a supporting option, and the first touch was a bit too harsh. Belay gets it back, is in the corner, has multiple defenders on him. Push down, no call. And now Agra sees it go out of play. It will go off of the Chiefs United players. And it looks like we have a sub coming in. Not quite yet. Player that is expected to come on will be number 25. Meaning we will be seeing the entrance into this game. Unless that's 15, excuse me. No, it's 25. And if my eyes deceive me, I think this is Tewalade Ajayi, who will be now coming in as a center back. I'm trying to figure out who he just replaced. Looks like that's the end of the night for Papa Adama Tiam. Ooh, and a foul there against Lema. Or against Wesse, excuse me. And he is our first player put into the book. He has been painted yellow, just like the number on his back. So now he's going to have to be very careful for the rest of the night. It will be Glanville to take this free kick for Hybrid, as we are just awaiting the whistle to be blown after having to see a player go into the book. As we are approaching now the 53rd minute. Long ball launched in by Glanville, and it's going to be headed out of harm's way. And now cleared by a Belay. Cisse. Ajayi. Here is Mohamed Cisse turning on the afterburner. Cisse! It's in! Mohamed Cisse turned on the Jets. And Cisse turning on the afterburner. Nicholas Brown was ready to defend that one, and it's 3-1. Mohamed Cisse turned on the Jets by Belay to put Cisse in that position, And it's now 3-1 here for Chiefs United in a game that they most certainly needed to win. And now they might just be in the driver's seat in order to keep that 4th spot in the conference playoff races. That is a massive, massive turn of events. And now Hybrid, who had been looking to play spoiler, might not be getting to do that for the rest of the night. And it's very important to note that because currently MSI Pro is beating Moco 1770, or my bad, they are scoreless with Moco 1776. So any goals right now that can be piled on by Chiefs would be of massive help because now I think they only have a 2-goal differential. And breakaway here by Daryl Hamilton, and it's going to be easily taken in by Elijah Wormley. Good to see that he's back in good spirits after taking a nasty hit earlier in this half. Wormley. Johnson. Given away. Olgrot was fouled, and it will be a free kick coming up here for Hybrid FC. Spinning around is Olgrot, and it's going to go out of play off of him, and it's going to be a throw in here for Chiefs. Cisse, who just scored the goal that could be the one that seals a playoff spot. Definitely for Chiefs. Morera is going to launch a ball forward, and it's going to find the head of Kyle Simmons, not his teammate. Zinab. He got tripped up, and a chance in prime real estate for Hybrid FC to at least get a goal back. Just outside the 18. It's actually basically right on top of the semicircle. I'd say this free kick is going to be from a good maybe 20-ish yards. Okay, excuse me, I am way off. That is not even close to the 18. I must have been looking at the lacrosse field lines because... My apologies, there's so many lines on here. There's the lacrosse field lines, the American football lines, the soccer lines, so my apologies. I must have been looking at the lacrosse crease. Because this is from about a good 30-plus yards. The kick to be taken by Glanville. He's going to go direct. It takes a deflection. And great save. Great save. The rebound is in, but the flag is up. 30-plus yards. Wormley made a great save. The kick to be taken by Glanville. He's going to go direct. It takes a deflection. It's going to be called off. Great save. The rebound is in, but the flag is up. In the slightest. But a massive break for Chiefs United there. Cisse finds Ismail. Out wide, here's Ajay, who's going to be acting more as a wing-back. He tried to pass one, but I think he overhit it, and as a result, it just went right on the ground to Nicholas Brown. Johnson just hits it out of play. We've had a really entertaining half so far. We've already seen the ball go in the back of the net 4 times, but only 2 of them accounted, and both for only one of these teams. That was after a long light delay. So as I was mentioning earlier in the broadcast, there is a thing called MLS After Dark, which is very much known in the meme world or on the online community world. I think we're finally starting to see a little bit of UPSL After Dark. Just a lot of goals in this game so far. It's already 3-1. In a game, again, that Chiefs United has to have, or their playoff hopes are in massive jeopardy. Throw-in coming up here for Chiefs. Taking that from a long way is Casasola. He throws a long one in. Not completely out of trouble just yet is Hybrid. Heads it back to the keeper. Glanville decides to just head it back to the keeper, who's going to clear that one out of the way and maybe into a different area code. Corneal is having a really nice battle with Morera. Morera tried to clear it, nothing doing. Simmons. He's got plenty of time and space. Decides to go through the clearer highway. Oh, right into the knee of Zinab. They call that a head-on collision. Wormley clears it out of the way, sending it to Anne Arundel County. Bit too overcooked of a pass, and now it's taken away. Here's a chance for Chiefs. Ismail Belay in the corner, needs support. Finds a little bit of it. Going back now. Chance on the opportunity, and Ajayi could not get that one to go in. I think it would have gone wide anyway by just a couple of feet. Still nothing from the bench coming from Hybrid, and we've already had one sub so far for Chiefs United. Gonna kind of line a pass. There is a player down right now for Chiefs. Referee hasn't said anything yet or blown the whistle. I believe that's Ismail. Ismail down, and now we've got a turnover. Johnny Cisse, there's a 2-on-1 on the highway. He lost possession and blew a tire. Ajayi. Going back, here comes a nice curling shot. Raymond Lema almost had it. Actually, that was Chibenwesa, excuse me. Darren Greenwood. Finding Daryl. Back to Darren. He's going to go and find Zinab, who puts it just over the crossbar. And Darren that was Greenwood. A prime opportunity Daryl to get this within one and make things a little bit interesting. Go and find Zinab, who puts it just over the... I think that Bona Zinab hit that just a bit too much, and with a bit too much power on the first time. I think he had enough time to be able to take a second, to make up one first touch, and then hit it on the second with the right foot to be able to get that past Elijah Wormley. We will have two subs now coming on for Chiefs United, and it looks like one will be coming on in just a second for Hybrid. We will find out numbers in just a sec because they are currently wearing their pennies. Turned over Agra, and the pass to Zinab was misintended. Glanville gonna go out wide. And now a chance, but it's offside. Johnny Cisse, I think, turned on the Jets a bit too quickly. My bad. So this will be Ajayi coming on. I think the player that came on that I didn't say that I said earlier, that might be Foleyemi Ojo. Some of the numbers, pardon me, on my roster are a bit wrong, so I do apologize if I have been misidentifying some of the players on Chiefs, but that is a J coming on, and I can't tell what number just joined him. That other player being, now that I have that number 18, it's Aziz Moti coming on. So that is the end of the night for Casasola, as well as the end of the night for Anania Belay. Forward now. Cleared out of harm's way. And a chance for Cisse. He's got some, as we saw, he's got some good motors. Brown's got to get rid of it because the chance for Ismail to really punish them. Morera finding Ismail. Gonna center a ball, and now it's cleared out of the way. By Tarek Amon. Ball did go out as Algra was trying to streak down this channel, but it did go off a Chiefs defender. Off the right back for Chiefs, or the left back, excuse me. Zanab. Here's Darren Greenwood finding Daryl Greenwood. He's got to find an option. Darren Greenwood. He's going to center one for Glanville. He's going to lob a ball in. I think he was trying to find Randy Salvador there for a quick sec. No foul called by a referee. It seemed that Ismail went down. It might have gone down a bit too soft. Darren Greenwood, and now he is fouled by Ijay. It will be Darren Greenwood to take the free kick here. It is getting much chillier here. I'm starting to shiver just a little bit. I've got to wonder how much longer, how much more these players are, how much worse maybe they're feeling, or if they're feeling a bit better because they've been running around, so they've had the blood pumping and they're a bit warmer here. Fake here. Darren Greenwood's going to try curling one in, and it's going to be apprehended by Elijah Wormley. Going to be a very nice curling ball in, very much Beckham-esque, but without as much bend on it. Bassene gets it into the attacking territory for Chiefs. Cisse is now applying some serious pressure, and Brown really avoided a massive blunder there. Algra, and ran into a wall. Morera is offside. The flag is up on the far side, but we have not. But now it's been whistled down. Ball is going to just go into the box. Wormley is going to be able to handle this pretty cleanly. Cisse, he's going to take it himself. Great save by Brown. The rebound is in. The flag is up. Cisse, he's going to take it himself. Great save by Brown. The rebound. Seems that was a bit too early on that pass to Tiwalude Ajay. Ball's going to go wide. It will be out for a goal kick. I thought that was going to be a corner for a sec. Also some sad news if you're DC United fans. GC has just secured its second wooden spoon in the last 4 seasons, unfortunately. A draw against Atlanta was not enough to keep them away from that. Chiefs United, I think, is probably just going to go into relax mode and just try parking the bus at this rate. It is 3-1. I could see them probably tacking something on, but now they've got a pretty safe lead here. Ismail taking down Ogra. No foul called. I think the pass to Cisse, he would have been offside. So Mohamed Cisse is just going to let it go. Off the post and in! Holy! Oh, we need to see the replay of that. That is off the post gorgeous. And in! Holy! Oh! Wow! Off the post and in! Let me just say, if you like ASMR, the thud off the post on that goal is absolutely perfect. But the way he sets that up himself, the way the thing was set up was just unreal. What a golazo for Chiefs United, as we do see the first sub of the night for Bridge. That is the end of the night for, looks like Daryl Greenwood is done for the night. Yes, it is, and replacing him is going to be number 13. Which would be Julius Brijbasi. Out wide now. And a shot that it had to be parried away, but it's going to go over from Wormley. A great chance, though, from Nissi Brown, who is out now wide, by the way. I didn't realize that he had come on. That it had to be must have been a halftime substitution. But Nissi Brown with a really nice chance to really get a goal back. We're going to have 2 more subs coming on, 1 for each team. And the player, we can say the one for Bridge, that's number 10. That would mean we will be seeing the entrance tonight of Chi Benwese. Wait, I might have been saying the wrong name this entire night. The number, my apologies. The numbers on the backs of these jerseys for Chiefs United are much harder to tell. So I was right. Wessa has been in tonight. So number 20, the player coming into any is Borel Kanwa. Again, apologies. The jersey numbers on the back of these Chiefs jerseys are yellow, and they're much harder to see, especially at night and when they're on the back of a white jersey. So it's going to be a bit harder to read those. So a corner coming up here for Bridge. Long in-swinging ball. Wormley could not get there, and it was overhit, and it will be a goal kick. Man, I will say, though, this. Hybrid has not really necessarily been out of this game. They've had a lot of opportunities. They just can't get any of them on frame, but they've been finding a lot of good open chances that they just haven't been able to put in the back of the net. Chiefs United has been the benefactor of multiple costly plays in the back. Got to wonder if Hybrid is going to be able to get any of those as well, any of those kinds of breaks. Long throw in. Mohamed Cisse once again speeding up high and turning on the Jets, and some big collisions in the box. Ismail regains possession. And now it's going to be a Hybrid throw in. Brown. Getting spun around there was 22 Darren Greenwood. So we are approaching the 75th minute. 15 minutes to go plus stoppage in a 3-1 match in favor currently of Chiefs United. Some very nice moves there from the substitute. And now here's Nisi Brown, and that one's going to go off of a Chiefs defender out for a corner kick. I think that might have gone off of Chibenwese. Salazar we haven't said his name a ton tonight, Randy Salazar, but he has had quite a quietly nice night in the midfield tonight. He's been very much the creator of chaos. Darren Greenwood. The shot by Brijbasi was a bit too advantageous. Cross coming in. Zinab. I think a volley was a bit too adventurous there. Now here's Mohamed Cisse again. Just really nice cutback. Mohamed Cisse! And the touches were a bit too powerful, and as a result, it will be a goal kick. Back into play, Hybrid. Brown gets rid of it, disposes of it, but puts it right into the lap, basically, of an opponent. And now a chance and a nice chip. It's in! 4-1! Opponent. How about another goal from Mohamed Cisse? And now a chance and a nice chip. It's in! These turnovers have just been costly as heck tonight for this Hybrid side. And right now, Moco 1776 might be having to go to Cancun a bit earlier than they were expecting or hoping, because Chiefs United has just taken this game and has turned this thing, flipped it, turned it upside down. They were down 1-0, just remember that, after that light delay, and then they got an equalizer basically at stoppage time, and now have scored 3 unanswered goals here in this second half. Oh, really clumsy challenge, and this could be very costly for Chiefs. We are going to need medical attention for both sides. That was a rough challenge there on a slide tackle. I'm trying to figure out who the 2 players down are. And now that I'm seeing it, it's 2 players for Chiefs from what it looks like, because of the fact that I see 2 guys in white down. So they might have taken, one of the Chiefs players might have just taken out one of their own teammates, which, friendly fire. You can see one player bouncing. So we can see that one of the players down is 13, which on my roster I don't think that's a 1-3. That might be a 1-2, and if that is, that's Ismail. That was one of the players down. Can't figure out the other one, though. I guess we will find out eventually. But yeah, that was not a good tackle whatsoever. You could see immediately as soon as the tackle was made, it looks like it was 15, so that might be Ajay who was the one who made the tackle. And then I think the player that took the brunt of it was number 12. I think the player who took the brunt of it was Ismail. Getting back to the action, Wormley is able to haul that one in. We have a good 12 minutes-ish left, plus stoppage to go. Oh, Nisi Brown just jukes someone out, and a foul is called against Hybrid. And I don't know if you saw, but Kyle Simmons was not very pleased with that call. I think he and we do have, and it looks like Ajay is going to be good enough to come back on. And no, he has not been told that he is allowed back on yet. Daryl Greenwood will be the one to take this free kick. There was a foul, and we will be seeing, looks like, some substitutions coming on. One for, it looks like one for Hybrid and one for Chiefs. That might be the end of the night for those. So for the Chiefs, it will be number 3. That is Amar Abdelgadir. Greenwood with the cross, and it's caught in the air. High flying for that one was Wormley. We will find out in just a second who the sub will be coming on for Hybrid. Long one forward, offside. Actually, there will be 2 subs for Chiefs United. That other one being Kabir Salami, and number 12 for Hybrid is on. That means we will be seeing the beginning of the night for Angel Vasquez. So that's the end of the night for Ismail. Ismail is one of the players off. I think it looks like Mohamed Cisse might be off as well. Forward for Alcra, and it's cleared away. Definitely has gotten colder here in Colombia. Currently, it says it's 59 degrees, but it currently feels like it is 55 because of the wind here. That also should tell you that it is getting close to winter, or my personal favorite season, flannel season. Hopefully you are warm in your house or wherever you're watching this. Simmons. Salvador. Switching the field. Simmons gets it back, and he's going to go to Hillis. Salvador. Out wide. Oh, and the pass to Amon was a bit too careless. Oh, and getting around the keeper, off his line, and it's going to be a 5th! Oh, wow! I believe the player that just scored that goal might have been Raymond Lema, actually. But the fact that he was able to get such a wide opportunity, it has just not been a good night tonight for Nicholas Brown. And they are, as a result, are going to be changing keepers right here. And number 30 coming in for Hybrid, that's Brian Urbina. Maybe he will stop the dam from overflowing. We will be seeing another sub coming on now for Chiefs United. 16 is in, meaning the entrance. Trying to figure that one out, but there is no number 16 on my roster, so my apologies. But we've got about just under 10 minutes to go, plus stoppage. Actually, we've got only 5 minutes to go, plus stoppage. In what has been a Chiefs-dominated night. I didn't realize that Patrick Mahomes played soccer. It is NFL Sunday tomorrow. Ball is just being played with in the air. It's like a game of taps, if you remember that in your back in your elementary school days, playing that in the on the playground. Two more subs coming on. 6 and 16, both for Hybrid. That means That means we will be seeing the additions of Jason Astudillo. Or my bad, Nisi Brown was already on. So it's just Jason Astudillo coming on. Just about 5 minutes left, and now, Urbina had to get to it before a sixth was scored, and wow, what a save by Brian Urbina. Makes a huge save to keep the lead only at 4. Massive battle in the middle of the midfield. Here's Kyle Simmons. On the far side, here's the J. And I think his back-heeled he might have actually hit that pass with the heel because of the way that thing moved and the backspin. We've got a little bit of a conflict. Ooh! We just had, it looks like, some arms to the throat of Hunter Hillis. From what I could tell, the player that was involved in that conflict for Chiefs, that looks like it might have been Foleyemi Ojo. But we are now going to be having a little bit of a talking to because Ojo, if that's the player who it is for Chiefs, just had his hands up in the, basically, you're not allowed to have hands in the head area at any point. And wow, Ojo is lucky to not have a card given to him, because normally in most professional leagues, that's a straight red. Right now, let me just check the score for you real quick between MSI Pro and Moco at 1776. It is still scoreless, as they have just begun the second half with about 30 plus stoppage to go. Turned over now. Here's the J. Backheel pass. Here comes the cross. How about a 6? Can they get one? No, a bit too many touches in the box for that 6th one. Into the head of one of the newer players, and that would be Kanwa. Going out wide, and Abdel Gadir got beat to it. Cutting it back, and a bit too much from Brijbasi. Great ball forward here for Chiefs United, who have just been having their way. And now a wide open opportunity. Is this going to be a sixth? Oh, he hits it through the uprights. He had a wide open opportunity. And somehow it is missed. A wide open opportunity. Is this going to be a sixth? Oh, he hits it through the uprights. Hybrid FC, you can just see that they are tired. And you can just see it in the way that their back line is currently playing, specifically guys like Amon and Hunter Hillis. Christian Johnson has not been that quick either tonight. Hillis. Oh. Some very big miscommunication there with Algra, and as a result, it's going to be a throw-in for Chiefs. Foul called here against Angel Vasquez, who is coming on for the little amount of time that we have left. We are in the 90th minute, so we are going to figure out how much stoppage there is. I would assume we're going to be getting a few minutes because of all the goals that Chiefs United has scored in this half. Long ball in. Sounded like dynamite, and it will be offside. How much time is left before Chiefs United can celebrate that they will be in the playoffs for the 2025 fall season? Ball to go out of play. Chiefs United with a throw-in. And that is going to do it. Full-time whistle blown. And Chiefs United on the back of a second half to remember. And on the night where we had a 40-minute light delay, they did not let them get to them, and they have won by a final score of 5-1, and we will find out who they will be playing. It most likely Bowley's Athletic, a team that they have dominated, or not dominated, but that they have kept close with in the past. That's going to do it for us here in Columbia, Maryland. Well, thank you for staying with us alongside my cameraman, Josh Campbell. My name is Josh Sager. We bid you adieu. Have a good night, everybody.